Glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, Louisville's head coach told me before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Tar Heels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The short hands. It's Foley. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tar Heels. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him. and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Brown. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They go to the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today is about as big as it gets.
Here's a little room there. Touchdown, North Carolina! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, the
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Still on his feet at the 45. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, That is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field, but how about the speed of the linebacker, able to close and make that tackle? That's impressive.
From the gun, the ground game. Maybe some room here.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Spits it out to the back. The sure hands, it's Brown. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. Hauls it in. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Hughes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Ready, go.
Handoff for Brown. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Quickly out to the tight end. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Hand off, Isaac Brown. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
The Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. On the option. Pitches it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Making side adjustments here. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Chambers. Under fire. Complete to the right. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Off the play fake. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And you see more and more of these guys making one-handed catches. Such great athletes that just go up, don't need the second hand, snap that thing.
Oh, it's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Woo, deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
Here we go, ready. Go.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. He's at the into the house. Touchdown, Louisville. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the left. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Could be an alley. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Tar Heels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to the right. Inside the 40. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive.
Breaks into the open. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offense working from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. He's got it down the left side. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's open things up with North Texas taking on the UTSA Roadrunners. And it's the Mean Green looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That one comes out hot down the right side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Catches it at the 30. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Cardinals! Somehow, they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up. And this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
And he tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They want to run it, and the ball's out, and they're after it. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Got a little grass. The 20. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
The Tar Heels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Where did he go?
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He has stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
Interesting decision here if you're the head coach. Just tried to run it on 3rd down. No can do. You've got the touchdown lead, but you really could make a statement. You could really seize a lot of momentum here early in the 2nd half. If you go for it and hit and lead by 14, that's a whole different ballgame.
To throw, it's Chambers. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all this stuff.
A lot of room to the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line in the running game, making its presence felt. They were backed up in their own end. Now a bit of a change of scenery there across the 35, 1st and 10 from the 36. Makes the catch. It's Hughes. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice gain by the offense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt is on its way. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
So now it's 2nd and long. Can't get him to the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Find space on the right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Chambers. Shoots it to the left. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, these slant routes, you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9.
Just go!
From the gun, wants to pass. Punch it out of the air. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Finding some room. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Foley. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. A give to Brown. Might have a chance. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Brown. Makes one man miss. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick 6.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass.
Turning it on. The 50. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down. But
trying to burn this defensive back. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Got enough for the 1st. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground.
As a defense, when you're trying to stop the run, it's really as simple as just doing your job. You have to have gap integrity up front. DBs need to come downhill and fill, and the defense wasn't able to get it done.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Slithers into space. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Floats it out in space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And now the nightmare of every offensive coordinator, 3rd and 10. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. North Carolina will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab on the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Brown again. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Richardson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Cardinals go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Stepping to the right. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the line.
Gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. There he goes. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the wildcat.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.